For the state.
For the defense? And are you Mr. Henson?
Yes.
Defense, I'm showing you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review that with your client?
We have, Your Honor, and I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Henson, I'm showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there's to be a $500 fine. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. State recommends deferred adjudication. They will take in consideration the following county court cause numbers: 664-461, 664-462, 71781. And there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition? Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent? Did you understand that to be the entirety of the agreement? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be 240 hours of community service restitution, TAP evaluation, no harmful or injurious contact with Avilio Walters Torres, that's AVILIO, no firearm possession, hostility, and aggression control course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? 18? So why are you beating up your stepfather? And mind you, before you speak, I've already read the police report.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to speak up. I can't hear you.
I was just not in my right. I was kind of following like a red.
I can't hear you. Open your mouth and speak so I can hear you.
I have kind of like an issue, and I went about it the wrong way.
No, because I've read the police report. What your issue is that you went to your mom's house where she lives with your stepfather. You asked your mom if you could stay, and you came over there early morning hours. Then you asked your mom for money, and it appears she did not want to give you money. So then you called her the B word, and then your stepfather said, don't speak to her that way. And then you proceeded to beat him up. So what was the issue? No, what was the issue? Because people, when you ask people for money, they can either say yes or no. So your mother said no. You called her the B word. Why are you calling your mom that word?
I shouldn't have done it.
No, I know you shouldn't have done it, but my question for you is, why did you?
I lost my temper. You know?
Temper what? Because she wouldn't give you money that was her money? Is that what you lost your temper over? The fact that she said, no, I'm not giving you any money? Do you have a job? So if you want money, and this is what I don't understand about some young people, if you want money, then guess what? You get a job and you earn it. Your mom, your father, your stepfather, your brother, your cousin do not have to give you money. You're of age. Are you in school? So basically you're doing nothing with your life because you're not in school. Do you have a job? So you're not in school. You don't have a job. You're doing nothing with your life and you expect your mother to support you. And you want money, and when she tells you no, you call her a B. Where are you living?
My grandma's.
And how are you treating your grandfather? And does your grandfather even want you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, he has a job interview this week. His grandfather is present in the courtroom today. He is very involved in this case and he does support my client, and he does want him in that house, and he has done everything he can to ensure that his grandson is taken care of at this point in time.
Do you have children? If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? What are you doing with your life other than not working, not in school, calling your mom the B word, and beating up your stepfather. Other than that, what are you doing with your life?
I have ambitions to change my life for the better, Your Honor. I do want to work at a college. That's where my interview is going to be at. And I want to get my GED so that way I could further go to a trade school and become a mechanic.
How far did you go in school?
I made it to 9th grade.
Why did you drop out?
I fell into the wrong crowd, and
Nope. Let me just tell you something about the wrong crowd. If I had some other person standing up before me and they said they fell into the wrong crowd, and I asked them, well, who's the wrong crowd? You know what they're going to say? You are. So I don't want to hear this nonsense about I fell into the wrong crowd, because if you are with the wrong crowd, then you are in that subset of wrong crowd, and you're a part of the wrong crowd, and you are the wrong person. You understand? Let me see his grandfather. Hello, are you his grandfather?
Step grandfather, yes.
Step further. Could you raise your hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. Could you state your name for the record?
Michael Andrew Mirchuk,
Okay, I'm sorry, spell your last name.
Mierchuk.
All right, so you're the step grandfather. Is your son the stepfather of him?
No. I
Okay.
mean, my wife is that's his her.
Ah, so your wife is his biological grandmother. Okay. So here's the thing. Does he have rules at your home?
Yes, he does.
All right, and what are those rules?
Right now, especially with the monitor on, he can't do anything. We monitor, we basically told him that once the monitor comes off, the rules are going to be no drugs, no nothing. He's going to get a job. Going to get his, we're going to get him into the GED program, figure that out some way. And hopefully from there, we're going to make sure he gets better.
All right, and what is his curfew at your house?
He hasn't really had to have one right now, but we're going to stipulate 10 o'clock at night.
Okay. All right, is there anything else that he needs to do at your house? Do you need him to help clean up? Is that part of his?
Chores are going to be, he's already doing chores. And, his grandmother's already set the rules for what she wants him to do as far as cleanup, laundry, things like that for right now, until he gets his supposedly Friday tomorrow. He's got the job interview, and hopefully he'll get the job, and we'll work from there after that.
All right, so you're aware that he did beat up his stepfather?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so is there any fear with him being in the house?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you all know who to call if there's an issue?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I'm assuming, I guess, the GPS, you all have been paying for that? Oh, it's waived? Okay.
Yes, Judge, it's kind of an interesting situation when they impose that GPS monitor. He lives within, several hundred yards of the complaining witness in this case. It's just a family dispute. He was not permitted to move in with his grandfather until yesterday, actually, is when we were able to do a carve out from the protective order. So my client had been residing at a short stay hotel, and his grandfather was going over to visit him and take him what he needed because he was on house arrest.
Okay, well, he's going to remain on GPS, and I'm going to give him a 10 p.m. curfew. So you can go out, do your job, interview for jobs. He can do chores, but he needs to be back at his grandfather's house at 10 p.m., no later than that. If you are 1 minute late without informing probation, what's going to end up happening is the motion to revoke is going to be filed against you, and you're going to come over to court dressed in orange if you can't make bond, and we'll hear the reason why you're late. Do you understand? All right. Thank you so much for taking him in.
Your Honor, if there's no violations, let's say within 90 days, would the court entertain a removal of the GPS?
I'm always willing to entertain whatever motions people bring before me.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And for clarification, this is tracking only, but he is going to have.
He has a curfew of 10 p.m. All right. This is what the court is going to do. It's going to be 4 years deferred adjudication, $500 fine. That will be probated. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon and family violence. There's 240 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to get the COVID vaccination, but you have it, including the booster. The court will consider will allow you to waive 40 of those hours. The remaining hours will be waived if you provide proof of your GED. You must pass that. Do you understand? There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be, of course, no firearm possession. We're going to do the hostility and aggression control course. There's a 10 p.m. curfew. So probation, outside of work, if he's not at work, he needs to be back in at 10 p.m.
Yes, Your
He's
Honor.
allowed to be outside the house from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. only. Now, if, like I say, if he has employment and his work schedule is later than that, but he's saying he's working at a car wash, and I know the car wash is closed probably at like 6 p.m. There's to be field visits 2 times per month. And let probation know to check on the grandparents to make sure that everybody is enjoying Mr. Henson's stay. And he's to reside with his grandparents. There's to be no contact with Avilio Torres. If you want that changed, Mr. Torres is going to have to come in.
Your Honor, he's already signed an affidavit of non-prosecution. We've already discussed it on the civil side for their protective order. And we did have the bond already changed to no harmful or offensive contact, but if you.
I'm not doing no harmful or injurious contact because I know what ends up happening. He's married to his mom. He's trying to make the mom happy, but the person before me beat up, and I don't know if it's a senior citizen or not, but he beat up someone who's in a parental role, and that's a big no-no. So if that's going to be lifted, then Mr. Avilio Torres needs to come in here. I'm going to look him in the eye and see and determine whether or not he's doing this just because that's his wife's son. But I have a big concern with a child who's 18, 1, calling his mom the B word, and 2, beating up the stepfather because he dares to tell him, do not speak to your mother that way. That's a problem. He's all nice and polite to me right now, but I don't know what's happening in that household. So there's to be no contact with Avilio Torres, and you can tell the family that Judge Boyd said that he is not to have any contact with him. And it's not Avilio's fault. I know. And for the record, I'm going to say that Avilio filed a non-prosecution and that I know that it's been lifted on the other side, but I'm not lifting it here. So you don't have any contact with him. You understand?
Sure.
And if I decide to lift it at some point in time, you had better have your letter of apology and sincerity in that letter for him and for your mom. You only get one mom, you understand? So there's to be no contact with Avilio Torres. There's to be regular UAs. And there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from me in order to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. Here's the thing. You better start treating your moms right. Moms don't last forever. They're not going to be on the planet forever. Don't be that person who's in an imitation of life, running behind a coffin after you had treated your mom so badly, because people are not going to be sympathetic towards you. You understand? All right, good luck to you, probation. All right, is this going to be contested or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I don't have an, I do. All right. The court is calling 2022 CR 5859, State of Texas versus Thomas Nathaniel Henson. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Zach Dunn for the state.
for the defense?
Catherine Valenzuela.
Are you Thomas Henson?
Please remove.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and state's motion to supplement Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Probation. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes.
Are you the same Thomas Nathaniel Henson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5859 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on September 15, 2022 for a period of 4 years?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Your Honor, on or about the 11th day of August 2023 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Thomas Nathaniel Henson, committed the offense of assault in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State,
And Your Honor, there's an agreement.
the other allegations.
There are none, Your Honor.
Are you waiving?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any objections to the waivers?
No objection to the waivers. Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yeah.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We had an agreed recommendation to continue and for DDRF.
That is understanding, Your Honor.
All right. Probation, is that your recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the wait time for DDRF?
Your Honor.
The wait time is 6 to 13 weeks. Do we have any other alternatives?
State ISF cognitive track, Your Honor. That wait time.
All right, but will that address the issue? Because DDRF, I'm assuming there's a mental health issue.
And Your Honor, that had been the first recommendation. Then he did the tap about, and that's why we got to NDRF. But the first recommendation had been ISF cognitive.
All right,
Sorry.
no problem.
So yes, the original recommendation was for the state ISM cognitive track, but we did an updated TAP while he's been in Bear County, and the recommendation changed for DDRF due to the mental testing.
All right, so the new number 1, who is the complainant? I mean, what is the relationship?
She's been my girlfriend.
Girlfriend. All right, and are we doing no contact with the girlfriend?
I believe there had been, she did sign an affidavit of non-prosecution. We did enter plea to proceed with the treatment that he believes he does need, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to order no contact with that person. And then once his mental health is stable, we'll do something different. Do you understand? I'm sorry, you need to speak up. All right, so do you have anyone else that you can live with? Mother?
I wasn't just living with her. She was living. I mean, she was staying.
Okay, you're mumbling. I can't understand. I can't hear you in the court report. I can't hear you.
I wasn't living with her. She was staying with me. So.
All right, so do you have your own place? So who were you living with?
Yes, I was staying with my grandma.
All right, so you need to stop inviting people to live with your grandmother when she's already have you living with her. You understand?
And
So were you supporting yourself at all? Or were you just dependent upon your grandmother?
I mean, I wasn't paying rent, but I wasn't.
Were you working? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Sometimes.
So that means that you're not bringing in a stable income and you're bringing somebody else into your grandmother's house. That's a big no-no. You understand?
Yes.
All right. Do you want to go to prison? Because we can do that. Then why are you behaving as though you want to go to prison by not reporting? That's the easiest thing on the planet to do. You're obviously not working, really. So you're just watching television with your grandmother or something, or putting a burden on her where she has to feed you and then you're bringing a girlfriend into the house. That seems like all you were doing and not doing well on probation. Do you want to go to prison for up to 20 years? All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'll deny the motion. There's to be no contact with the complainant, whatever her name is, give that to probation. So the complainant and condition number 1, you are not to have any contact with her. Do you understand? So as far as your probation is concerned, that relationship is over. Do you understand? Do you have any children with her? So that relationship is over. If you end up violating my order and having contact with her, you could potentially go to prison for 20 years. Do you understand? And we're going to do state ISF cognitive and substantive track. And then we'll see where that leaves us.
Okay, Your Honor, I do want to point out that the way that state ISF is being ran now, It's not a double track anymore. It's either one or the other.
We'll do cognitive.
Thank you, Judge.
And then after that, when he's released, we'll put him on GPS, partial for work until further notice. And you to reside at your grandmother's house. You understand?
And Your Honor, for Mr. Hanson's benefit, what are you looking for, or what is the court looking for so that he could get off GPS? I mean, just so that he knows, like, if he's always reporting, attending.
Oh, he needs to show me that he's actually taking this probation seriously.
Okay.
If you're not taking it seriously, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is probably going to be filed. And instead of you worried about GPS, you'll be looking at potentially 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. And see, probation at those fees can be waived.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to revoke, what is this?
It is actually a motion filed by a defense judge. It's a motion to amend conditions of community supervision. There is a no contact order with the alleged victim in this case. It is his stepfather. He was sentenced to state ISF. He did complete that. Upon release, he had nowhere else to go except home.
Is the
So
stepfather here?
stepfather is outside waiting. I wanted to make sure I kept them still apart. So
Sure.
I can call him in whenever we're ready.
All right, let's bring this in.
Okay.
Probation, are you aware of this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 5859, State of Texas versus Thomas Nathaniel Henson. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marjorie Hilla for the state.
Defense?
John Bettis for defense.
And are you Thomas Henson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
And this is
Defense,
Mr.
you're-
Phillips.
defense, you're requesting what?
I'm requesting a change from a no contact order to a no harmful or injurious contact on. His name, I love his
Video.
video, Torres. Forgive me, Judge.
All right, no
Every time I
problem.
read it, I mispronounce it.
All right, call your witness, counsel.
I call Mr. Torres.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Abilio Walter Torres Mercado.
I'm like, the last name?
Mercado,
Mercado. All right. Defense?
Yes, Judge. What is your relationship to Mr. Henson?
is my, I always call him son because I was since he was little, but it's my stepson.
And are you the alleged victim in the incident arising out of this case?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Were you the alleged victim?
Yes,
And after he was released, after Mr. Henson was released from state ISF, he went to go live with your wife, your home. in your
that's
home.
correct.
And where are you living right now?
With a friend,
And it's your desire for him to come home, correct?
correct.
Okay. And why is that your desire?
Because first of all, I want to be with him and I want to come back home. Plus, I want to help him in any way I can.
Okay. Does he have anywhere else to go if you weren't allowed to stay at your home?
No,
And the incident in question that caused all of this, was that drug related?
yes,
And of course, you understand, he just left rehab, so the hope is to keep him off of those drugs.
correct.
And of course, Judge, I'd open it up to any questions you may have for him, because I assume you have many.
Sometimes I have questions that people didn't ask. So do you have questions?
Just to clarify, so I believe, sir, that you had said that you wanted him to be able to come home.
Yes,
But he is actually in the home and you want to come back. Is that right?
correct.
Okay. just-
All of us be together. Let's clarify that.
And do you feel like you would feel safe if you moved back into the home at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
All right. So who all lives in the home?
Right now it's just my son and my wife.
All right, because I have in my notes that he was supposed to stay with his grandparents. Why is he not living with his grandparents?
They don't want him to go over there.
Why not? I guess He may be.
Well, his grandmother, she's sick. She has cancer. So it's kind of hard for her to handle everything.
All right.
And it's one of the other reasons why I want to bring him to the house. I mean, he's there, I'm not, but all of us to be together again.
Okay.
It's just, I was hired and this motion was filed prior to his release from state ISF. So the goal was to try to get that knocked out, but we couldn't arrange the Zoom to be done while he was in ISF, so we had to wait until afterwards. It's the first date we can get set.
All right. All right. Any other questions?
None from the state.
Nothing from the fence.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. Any other witnesses?
No, Judge.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Thomas Henson.
All right. What have you learned from this?
I've learned from the program so far that, it's just better to be more thankful for everything. Of course, it's the longest time I've ever been away from home or in a sanction at all. So it's definitely taught me to stay sober and just be okay with it. And I want to be back with my family.
All right. How long have you been back from ISF?
Probably like going on 2 weeks now.
Just about 2 weeks, Judge.
All right. Do you have employment yet or no?
Yes, I do have a job. I just struggling to get my ID at the DMV. Like the next available appointment was next month, but we're checking every morning at 7:30 for walk-ins.
And they are holding that job for him.
But they're holding on. I have a note from them.
Okay.
It's guaranteed employment.
All right. And if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'll be clean.
All right. I like the way you said that. All right. I will make a decision after I get a UA today. Are we able to do a UA? All right, we're going to do a UA today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you need any water or anything? All right. Oh, that's a good sign.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, just have a seat and I'll take this up. All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 5859, State of Texas versus Thomas Henson. All right, so what were the results?
No test done, Judge. My client admitted to me and he admitted to probation. If tested today, he would actually come up dirty.
For what?
Marijuana.
Why are you being dishonest with the court?
I got scared, Your Honor. No, it's not right.
So he hasn't been doing well.
No, Judge.
So I don't think he should be staying with his. I don't think he should be staying with the complainant. Give me a negative UA and I'll consider it.
Yes,
So when's the last time you used?
it was one time and it was yesterday. It was last night. I was going to pick up food and one of my old buddies saw that I was out and wanted to say hi. And I did. I chilled with them for a little bit and I fell into what I shouldn't have. I
So
thought
let me
it was
ask you
I thought it was
this.
harmless because I was thinking
Let me ask you this. Is that Buddy? Is that your friend?
he's an old acquaintance. And then I shouldn't have reached out to him, but he reached out to me. And then I felt like I wanted attention, I guess. You know what I mean?
But is he your friend?
No.
Because let me explain something to you. Friends, if they are your true friend, they will not do anything that would jeopardize you. And this case, let me see, is this deferred?
So, Judge, yes.
All right, this is a deferred adjudication. And because it's a deferred adjudication, you're looking at potentially 20 years in prison. That's what you signed up for. And you have to ask yourself, is marijuana worth potentially going to prison for 20 years? If you think it is, continue to use it. And I know some people will say, Judge, why are you so hard on people doing marijuana, or people doing alcohol? Hey, it's not necessarily me. The rules of probation are you're not allowed to drink while you're on probation. These are not rules that I made up. This is the legislature. The rules are you're not allowed to use marijuana or illegal substances while you're on probation. These are not rules I made up. This is the legislature. If you want to change where you can drink alcohol in your home while you're on probation, you need to write your congressperson. If you want it changed that you can use marijuana while you're at home, write your legislature. My job here is there are rules, laws, right? And I follow those laws. You understand? So you have fallen off. You're not doing well because you came straight from ISF to back to doing what you're doing. So I'm not going to agree for him to go live with his stepfather because he's not in the right frame of his mind. And if you listen to the testimony of your stepfather, all of this started because of drugs. And guess what? We're right back here with you and drugs, and something's about to start. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probation.
That's good.
He needs to do 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And you need to start getting your life together. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, we'll get you a negative clean UA and come back.
All right. And probation, make sure he's tested for levels.
Yes.
And while I have you here, are you saying the only thing you're going to test positive for is marijuana?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So probation, I still want a UA. We're still going to do a UA. It's only going to be positive for marijuana. That's what you're telling me.
Just marijuana.
All right. All right.
Judge, do you want those tests repeated?
Yes. Those levels had better start going down. And you're going to do a UA here today.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're off the record. You have fallen down, but you still can improve yourself. You're not going to prison today, but you had better start changing people, places, or things. Otherwise, you're going to be back here and it's not going to be pretty. We're going to do the motion to revoke first. The court is also calling 2022 CR 5859. All right. Are you Mr. Thomas Nathaniel Henson?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Thomas Nathaniel Henson who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5859 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on September 15, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 4th day of July 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Thomas Nathaniel Henson committed the offense of evading arrest for detention violation of condition 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State, do you waive other violations?
Waive the remaining violation allegations, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. Adjudicate guilt, but continue Mr. Henson on supervision.
All
I think
right.
that was partially, part of the agreement, Your Honor. We were also going to be asking, obviously, if you would consider, continuing him and keeping him on the deferred after further testimony.
All right. Now that I've taken his plea of true on that, let's proceed with the new case. Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
I have, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Henson, did you review the document entitled Waiver of Indictment, Reading of Information and Rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to have a grand jury review the evidence in this case and make a decision on whether or not to indict and hold you over for trial? Did you understand that your attorney has certain rights, namely 2 days from the presentation of the information and 10 days from the presentation of the information to prepare for jury trial? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Right. Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived indictment, reading of information, and rights on Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review the information with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes, Your
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with evading arrest detention with a vehicle? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you enter plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Henson, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is recommending community supervision. They'll be silent on your application for deferred adjudication. It's to run concurrent with 2022 CR 5859. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 06107, 2024 PF 06357. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sir.
Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, and no contact with Susie Castaneda. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence?
Containing exhibit attachments, Your Honor.
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witness statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Right, do y'all have something that shows him identified as D1? It has him as S1. And based upon what I've read in the police report, it appears that he is D1, but I deal with the 4 corners of the
I
document.
understand it.
So the only persons who are identified, they have someone D1 and C1, and they have D1 as the driver. So does anyone have any identifiers of who D1 is?
I can pull it up,
Right, thank you.
I am looking, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And then this is gonna have to be set for PSI if there's sufficient evidence to find him guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Norma, what will be a PSI date for this? Okay,
Ask for it, Your Honor.
yes.
Thank you.
All right, then the stipulations will be supplemented with the document given to the court, which has the identifiers. After reviewing that document, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. This will be set for sentencing on October 28th, 2024. I'm going to order PSI